individual. It's a tool.
Hey, yo!
Fuck you mean I been dope?
Fuck you mean?
Have my shooters sniff coke. With no aim, you better get low. Attack my lettermans with a tech in it. Feet fuck niggas rope, don't put your neck in it. Got my troops in off-white boots. Pulled up, I had my foot hanging out the coop. Off-white flannel looking like a lumberjack. With the 30 popper, you don't want none of that. D square apron over D squares. Ronnie Fake, I need size 9 in every pair. Do a nigga filthy for the right price. Don Perignon, the lobster and fried rice. One brick, one brick.
What's up, guys? Hey, guys. Hey, man. What's up, guys? Yo, guys. How are we, guys? What's up, dudes? What's up, man? What's up? What is up? What is up? What is up? Sorry, let me just dunk on PP Pooper really quick because he's LOLing my top deep in the distance. It's almost as if the music is starting to play, but then what he doesn't understand is it also is the top of the crude oil chart. So let's be assholes today, man. Let's be assholes today. How about that? How about that? Indeed. Indeed. I'm taking shots, man. No one's safe. I'm taking shots, man. Yo. What the fuck is good? How y'all doing? I'm taking shots. Nobody's safe, man. Nobody's safe. The market looks terrible. The market looks absolutely horrific. And, you know, I'm getting carried out right now on this on-chain coin that I decided that I really like this coin. And in doing so, I put a lot of chips on the table. It's what I do. I like something, I shove. It's very simple. Trading game is very simple. You decide you like something and you bet on it. Okay. How could you know if you don't bet? Straight up. How could you know if you don't bet? You don't. The answer is you don't. Okay. So I like the thing and I bet on it. This is how you play the game. You bet. And yeah, my bets aren't going great. One of my bets is going good. The other one is not going great. And I look at the market right now and I see complete panic and fear. Look at this shit. Look at this. DRAM, $48. Mags are actually green. IGV is green. The Soxel is down 12.2% to $112.54. There was a race to exit the semi-memory game. I made this tweet yesterday and I said crypto relative. Are you balding? No, I'm not, but my shit's like a little thin. It's like a little thin. It's like a little thin. We're working on it, bro. We're fucking working on it, man. I made this tweet yesterday, and I was like, crypto relative strength, which has never, ever ended well. There's only delayed death in crypto. There's no such thing as relative strength. There's only delayed death. And it happened yesterday. And yeah, it's pretty brutal. So market does not look great. GG's 24. Come on, bro. Market does not look great. However, it's going to be a very important stream, and we're going to have a very important day, okay? I'm going to get into a couple topics. I got a few things I want to cover. I'm going to have this guest come on and actually talk about, you believe in Luca and abstract and NASDAQ stuff he told in the podcast. What exactly were you referring to? I'm going to have this guy come on, Lefty, whose video we watched, talk about FWA for like 10 minutes before market open. I'm going to cover the Lee economy. We're going to do market open. I'm going to stream for like 2 hours today, maybe 2.5, maybe normal, maybe normal time, 2.5 hours. And then we are going to get off. We're going to re-spark and we're going to interview Ansem is what we're going to do. We're going to re-spark and we are going to interview Ansem is what we are going to do at 4 p.m. EST. We have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to cover. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitter and you would like to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. On that note, let's start with a little roll call, man. Take a deep fucking breath. Let's get it. Caleb, what's good? Possibly Spammer, what's good? Goldman, Viblet, what's up, brother? First chatter as always. Alex, what's good? Tingle, what's good? Kenny, what's good? Tom, what's good? Live the Life TV, what's good? Joko, what's good? Sparky, K Killa, who though, what's good? Greg, Lefty, what's up, homie? See you soon. Dr. Rizzer, what's good? George, what's good? Rug, what's good? Wander, what's good? Chimp Phone, what's good? What's good? What's good? Malcolm, what's up? Phil, what's up? Houdini, who's up? Defluge, what's up? Sigma, what's up? Vita, what's good? Just a Wick, what is good? It's Brian, what's good? Snorbs, what is good? Zabu, what is good? Andrew Barks, what is good? My dear friends. Chat, question. Do you think that I should bring on, I'm actually curious if you guys want to or not. I'm off stream for a week next week, right? So that means I got to catch up on interviews. And there is this guy, this very infamous fellow who wants to come on tomorrow, Thursday, maybe Friday. Kevin Zhu, the paid group guy, really wants to come on the stream. He asked me like 3 times. What do you think?
Whales on GameStop. I was one of the earliest whales on GameStop. I put in $1.3 million into GameStop in October of 2020. Okay, my cost of business was around $13 a share back then. And I held until December of 2020. So I missed the squeeze by a month.
How much would you have made?
Oh my God. I believe $100 would have been, $120 would have been 10 million. So it went up to 420. So probably around 30 to 40 million if I held to the top of the squeeze.
You would have 40x'd.
Yeah.
He launched a coin on Believe.
Yeah.
How often do you think about that?
I don't think about that at all.
Okay.
During those days, I was ecstatic because we were right. You know, the short squeeze and all that kind of stuff. Like the thesis was right. I was celebrating. I was dancing alongside, you know, Roman Kitty every day. I was one of the.
I don't know. I think I'm going to do it. You know, I kind of like him, actually, which might be a bad take. I kind of like him because, you know what I've learned is like, I've sort of deducted that I think that I trade better in a silo with the least information of other, like the least confluence possible. I feel as if I trade better. And so then for that perspective, it's like, okay, why do I like following other people's trades on Twitter? And honestly, I like it for entertainment. I get entertained by watching other people post positions. It's like content. It's like social media. It's good content. I like Lefty. I'll let you in like 10 minutes if that's fine. Just because I don't want the desktop, like I don't want the Zoom audio to pop in here. I'll let you in 10 minutes. It's entertainment. Like I like the entertainment that I get out of it, and so I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I think I'm gonna let him on. I'm gonna be off for a week, and so you might as well fucking rip a bang, and then I'm gone. If people are mad about it, then I'm not even here to see the downfall. So, anyways, that is what that is. Market open is gonna be fucking scary today. I'm not gonna lie. Second, traders or celebrities topic, dude. This kimchi tweet, now has 24 million views, brother. 24 million views is actually nuts how viral this has gone. The most viral quote tweet, Rune has one with 3 million views. There's a 1 million view quote tweet. There's another 1 million view quote tweet. 500K, 1 mil, a mil, 500K, 500K. Insane. The numbers this thing has put up is actually disgusting. And I saw this video. This video is pretty funny. This video is pretty funny. I'm not going to lie.
Bryce, but no one, everybody knows Bryce, but no one noticed who he was actually hanging out with in this photo. Because the people around him are part of the hidden world most of you never see. Well, regular internet guys are quietly making millions. And once I actually show you what they're doing, you're going to see it everywhere. So who are these two guys next to Bryce? They're not celebrities you recognize, but they're some of the biggest meme coin traders alive. One of them reportedly made $40 million.
They're talking about bro like Peter Thiel. They're building folklore about kimchi, man. It's insane. They're building folklore about kimchi. So, anyways, we're not going to spend too much time on that. What we are going to look at is yesterday's trading session. The Kospi was down 11% and ripped a circuit breaker. And you know, it feels since we started covering stocks. Okay, real quick. Let me ask you a question. Let's talk about this question. Is kimchi famous for trading or famous for being rich? My take on this is kimchi is famous because he made 40 mil on Trump. Okay? There's a ton of rich guys that have a Maybach and a fucking Rolex, $200,000 Rolex. Like, there is infinite Nepo kids that have a Maybach or a Mansory G, something like this. There's plenty of people that made 40 mil, but he made 40 mil trading so publicly on this Trump coin that everybody looks at him and he becomes this Greek legend of I made 40 mil on one trade. And then everybody else is like, oh my God, 40 mil on one trade. Like, bro, how much money has Chris Camillo publicly made? I don't see Chris Camillo flex picks getting 30 million views on Twitter. It's this idea that he made it on one trade. And everybody, it's like folklore. Okay? It's folklore at this point. In my opinion, he's famous for being a trader. 100%. He's famous for being a trader. He's not. Then the Aura Rich picks have this triple impact. Yeah, we're still glazing kimchi, bro. It has 25 million views. Like, what do you want me to do, man? I'm only a human. 25 million views? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Low key. He wouldn't be famous if he didn't flex. Well, because nobody would know, right? Like nobody knows about slippage. Or nobody knows about any of these guys that you hear. Like crypto, yeah, Nassim. No one knows about any of these guys. You could try to get him on stream. Kimchi just legal Malone. Dude, the kimchi, it's crazy. Like, you trying to get him on stream. Like, I remember like we were kicking it for a while in LA. We were kicking it for a while. I was kind of enjoying him too. I was like a fan. Kimchi gonna go on Rowdy? I think he should. I mean, at this stage, he's got to go somewhere. He's got to go on someone's shit. I would love to watch the Rowdy interview. Rowdy's been crushing it. Anyways, topics. The cospification of the world. Okay, this thing was down 11%. It got halted. Circuit breaker yesterday, and basically every day. I mean, I saw some tweet earlier. I don't remember the exact stat, but it's done more circuit breakers in the last 6 months than in like the history of this market existing. And I watched how this thing trades, and then I watched how hyper oil trades here in this high time frame chart. And then I watch how the on-chain coins trade. I don't even feel right having this line on here, by the way. I'm just going to take that off. Pretend like that wasn't there. I look at these on-chain coins like FWA. I look at what Punk Strategy did. How fast this happened. Yeah, what the fuck was that? Just ignore it. Pretend like that wasn't there. I look at how Punk Strategy trades. I look at how the white whale traded in a couple days. I look at even how the Ansem thing traded. And then you come over to stocks and you look at like SNDK and how this thing traded. And we're basically in this costification of the world, okay? Where the best case and a worst case scenario get instantly priced in extremely fast. The craziest example to me is this idea that the war in Iran that was expected to last a week, they were calling it the 3-day war at first. It was supposed to last a week. On the first strikes, Brent oil goes to $120 a barrel. We then proceed to have the worst oil supply crisis in 20 plus years on a war that's been going for 5 months and some change, and Brent oil is $84. It's $84. 84. It never even made an attempt. It got back to 115 once. It never even made a meaningful attempt to break the highs from the first day. And so I look at this and it's like everything just trades like crypto now, but from this perspective of the best and the worst get instantly priced in. It's like Vlad followed Cash Cat. Okay, cool. Let's go to 200 mil and a straight green line, no red candles. And then we're going to go straight down back to 40 mil. No bounces, no green candle attempts. Welcome to the new market. Like that's how the Kospi's been trading too. It trades like it trades like a meme coin, bro. It's like, let's go straight up. No pullbacks. Up like 500% on the year. And then let's go straight down. Like straight down. Breakers every day. Circuit breaker, green candle. Circuit breaker, green candle. Circuit breaker, green candle. Breaker, 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 green candle. Breaker, 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 breaker. And then we're down 50%. It's nuts. I don't really know if it's an example of... Like, is this an example of a lack of liquidity in the market? Like, maybe. Is this an example of just the way modern markets exist? Maybe. Is this an example of 24/7 markets on hyperliquid? Like, maybe. I don't really know. But you get the best and the worst case scenario so fast. And I think we have to just start thinking about our trades, like, through this perspective. Like, dude, look at the FWA thing. Which, by the way, I like. I'm going to have someone come on, Lefty, and come on and talk about it for 10 minutes or something. I like this coin. It's getting absolutely destroyed. But it's like straight up to 40 mil. No pullbacks. And then straight down 60%. No green candles. Like, you don't even get one green candle. No green candles. No. We're done. We're done with it. On to the next. No green. Not even an attempt. Not even an attempt at a green candle. And so this is just like where, I don't know, this is where we're at. It's a very, yeah, like look at Jimothy. Look at the way these coins trade. Look at Jimothy. It's like, this one is disgusting. It's like once it made its move, straight to 46 mil, fuck you candles, and then straight down to 6 mil, nothing, no green candles. Not even an attempt. Not even an attempt at a green candle. And this is just like, it feels like this is what macro trades like now. It's crazy. It feels like macro trades like this as well. I mean, look at the Kospi, bro. What is this? No, look at the Soxo, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this chart. Look at this chart. Straight up at a green line. 700% in a month. Green. Just straight green. And then over the course of like 2 weeks, down 63%. Like it's wild the types of moves we are getting at this point. And it even goes it's almost like a level deeper than don't get attached to your bags, because it's like you don't even have time to get attached. It's just like bang, bang. And so I don't really know what it means for the world, but that is the first thing I wanted to talk about. Wow. Look at that. I didn't know Armani put tags on their suits. It's crazy. I thought Armani was done with the tags on the suits. That's nuts. I didn't know they put tags on $10,000 suits. It's wild. It's like, I've always wondered who's going to be the guy to put a bumper sticker on a Ferrari. Someone's got to do it just for the bit, right? Okay, second thing I want to talk about, then I'll bring Lefty on here shortly, is, brother, it is almost time, if not right now, that we are going to have some very difficult convos about Michael Burry. Okay, up, down, no matter what happens, these are the type of markets where glory is captured. And guys, I don't know. This is some fucking cope from Gavin Baker from when DRAM was $90. It's not anymore. But let's give it a whirl.
Like I try hard to be grateful every day for different things. I'm a big student of the science of happiness, which, by the way, comes down to like.
Let me know what I have to do, by the way, for this science of happiness, because I could use a drop of that serum.
A lot of it comes down to the words you use to describe yourself. So when people ask how I'm doing, I'm great, awesome, fantastic, superb, or phenomenal. That's it, and just saying that makes you feel better. It's about how you react to things. It's about having views of the water or mountains. It's about having indoor plants. And then it's about like feeling grateful. And so I make a big effort to be grateful every day. And in that spirit, I'm so grateful to Michael Burry. Like his Substack, it's a godsend. And he's a really smart, intelligent guy who's like making a really credible.
Can you tell this is from when DRAM was $90?
Bear case every day. And I'm grateful to him, man. We want that. We want a really smart person incredibly banging a bearish drum. Like
yeah. Okay. Well, I'm, maybe he would feel the same way today, but I don't know if he would. Maybe he'd feel the same way today, but I don't know. Okay. I don't know. And so I look at this and I think to myself that it is almost, bro, it's almost time to have some tough convos about Michael Burry. I'm so conflicted on Michael Burry. Okay, because on one hand, the guy is like as legendary as legends get. There's basically been, it is so difficult to make money as a bear that you do it one time and they let Christian Bale play you in a movie with Margot Robbie. Think about that. Think about that. You make money as a bear one time and Christian Bale plays you in a movie. Okay? And so on one hand, I'm like, Michael Burry is a legend. On the other hand, I'm like, this guy has been pounding the bearish drum for like 9 months, a year. How much did he make? I think he made like a... How much did Michael Burry make off The Big Short? 100 in personal, 700 for the fund. 100 million in 2008 is like $1 billion now. It's way higher than this. How much was a foot-long Subway sandwich in 2008? Wow, he only made 2 kimchis on the greatest trade of all time. He made 2 kimchis, bro. What? Michael Burry made 2 kimchis and they made a Christian Bale played him in a movie. He's insane. Oh, when you say it like that, how much is that foot long 2008? $5. How much is a Subway foot long sandwich now? It's $16. And they're trying to tell me inflation's only up 50%. Since they're trying to tell me 100 mil is 150, but a $5 Subway sandwich is $16, bro. He basically made damn near 300, 400, 500 million. I'm not gonna lie. Ansem's on at 4. And so look, I'm conflicted by this guy because I cannot tell who's the idiot here. And then when he comes out and he starts posting bubble map charts, this is like the classic meme coin chart you see get posted about some coin before it proceeds to rip a 500% in your face. I've never seen bubble maps call out a coin and be right, ever. On the way down, maybe. And so you see this and you're like, all right. How desperate is he to post bubble map charts? But then, I don't know, you back up and I look at these tweets and he's just been pounding the drum like nonstop. He binked the Palantir short at 200, which people forgot about. He binked the Palantir short at 200. And then he's just, I don't know, like, has he just been adding? Theoretically, he has enough money to add. 100 million SPY in 2008 is almost $800 million now. Is that true? $100 million SPY 2008 is like 800 mil now. And so I don't know, man, the Michael Burry fellow, but he's going to have some victory laps to do today. I'll tell you that. Look at these tweets are nuts. Michael Burry short book, everyone's favorite company, the bedrock of America. Now, this is the problem. He's short the scariest names ever, and he's long Lululemon, Adobe, and GameStop. Man. He's long Lululemon, Adobe, and GameStop. If he longed anything with some aura, even like Berkshire or like anything with some aura, I feel like it's a different story. But Lululemon makes it tough to take a guy like this. I don't know. I mean, chat, what do we think? Like, lucky, goat, right, wrong, broken clock? Like, I don't know. I don't know. But we are in some panic right now. We are in some panic over, it seems like, Lefty, I'm going to let you in right now, by the way. The computer audio is muted, so that if you talk to Luke, they can't hear you. I don't know. We have rate hikes potentially on the menu, which I don't know what the fuck rate hikes have to do with my NFTs, but apparently a lot. I don't know. Apparently a lot. And we have China making memory and potentially this commoditization of DRAM has just happened in our face. And I don't really know what to think. I saw a tulip. I just bookmarked it. We'll get to it after market open. I have a vacation next week, which I'm kind of grateful for. Maybe it'll be a good time for it. And I don't really know what to think. Like, it's this, here's what I'll say before I bring Lefty on is the ingredients required to make an interesting spot are not particularly fun because it has to make an interesting spot. And so you get what feels like a subtle crypto rotation and extreme experimentation on chain for the first time in a long time. And you start to take positions in these spots and you're like, wow, this feels good. But at the same time, you get like total death, fear, and panic across the global macro at the same time that things get interesting again. And so what it does is it makes them really interesting. Go, Luke. Go, 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 go. What it does is it makes them like really interesting. But then you can't, I don't know. It's hard to size into any of this stuff and sit in it with conviction. Definitely not on leverage. Because it's like, okay, cool. Pump fun looks awesome. But what the fuck happens to pump fun if Bitcoin sweeps new lows? What happens to my pump coins, chat? What do you think? I think not great is what I think. So is that really his PFP? Is that really his PFP? That's awesome. Okay. Thank you, Luke. All right. Here's what we're going to do, my dear friends. Here's what we're going to do. It will still make $1 million a day. You're right. I am going to bring on friend of the stream and first-time guest, Lefty, Left Curve Maxing on for about 10, 15 minutes to talk about FWA because I think the coin is interesting. And UN, thanks for the gifted. And then we are going to get into market open. Such a hard sentiment shift on the stream in one day. I mean, I have my positions. I'm pretty fucking allocated, okay? But it is hard to look at panic in macro and feel good about your like far out on the risk curve tokens. It's hard to like look at pump fun and feel good when DRAMs when the cost piece breaker down 11%. So I wouldn't call it like a hard sentiment shift. I would just call it you take what the market gives you, and it is what it is. But anyways, we have like 10 minutes. I want to talk about some on-chain coins. Let's see what we think. It looks terrible. I mean, it looks horrific. It looks absolutely horrific. So I figure why not talk about it when it's down. I'm gonna bring Lefty on right now, and let's see what happens. Yo.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's up, man? You hear me?
Yeah, I can.
I love the PFP, man. I don't think I've ever seen it so up close.
Thank you.
Dude, I appreciate you calling in. I enjoyed your video. That we watched some of it on stream. I watched the rest of it off stream. I enjoyed the video.
Yeah, thanks, man. Dude, it's just there are so few times when there's like something this cool on chain. Like it feels like it's been so long since we've had something where I'm like, I really feel like sitting and making a fucking 10-minute video about this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you. I was talking about at the beginning. I assumed you listened to some of it, but
Yeah.
the price action on these on-chain coins is so brutal because it's like straight to 100 mil, fuck you candles, green, massive engulfing, no entry, and then top, and then straight to zero, no green candles, no bounce attempts, sell all you can right now and run for the hills.
Yeah, it's gnarly, bro. I mean, I think that like it's so different taking well, okay, FWA is like an interesting example because it's like nobody knows how to like fairly price it. You know what I mean? It feels like a totally different trade to me than something like I don't know, like Jimothy was a recent one, right? Where it's
Yes.
like, oh, there's gonna be like attention catalyst or tweet after tweet after tweet from like all these different things. I feel like that's like there's kind of like a framework for those types of coins. And then something like FWA, I feel like just because it's like novel, it is just a lot harder to kind of figure out like, okay, what's like the fair price for this? Does that make sense?
100%. What do you think has to happen? Like, so we've talked about it a little bit. We had Adam on stream. What do you think about what they announced yesterday? The wrapped ERC20s?
Dude, I think that like the potential for that, I mean, it becomes an everything Gasha machine. Like, because I know that Adam has also tweeted about they're working on the bridge for the collector crypt like Pokemon card NFTs too. So it's just like it is really interesting to me to have this idea of you can be sitting and spinning and you don't know if you're going to get an NFT, you don't know if you're going to get like a token pack or Pokemon cards or like whatever else. I think that it opens the door up for so many different options, right?
How do we? You know what my biggest problem is with
Huh.
this eco is that the EV I'm buying is, I know it's on spinning is purposely bad, but it's so in your face bad that I think it makes it really difficult to convince people to play this thing when token price is not like, also Jude, thanks for the gifted. When token price is not like straight up. It's so
Yeah.
bad that it's like, how can I even justify playing this thing?
Yeah, well, and I kind of feel the same way because it's like I've been on this for, dude, I've been spinning every day for the last like week. Like I'm hooked on spinning. This is like the most I've dedicated the most like time and money to like FWA compared to like anything else that I've like spent time or money on in the last maybe year or so. And it's because like it is so interesting to me, but it is kind of like sitting there and you're getting like, oh, this is like my 10th friendship bracelet in a row or
Oh my
whatever
God, I'm ready
for
to fucking
like
like bash my head through a wall, man.
yeah. Like, I think that, it's hard to, I don't want to be like, backseat dev or whatever, but something that I think would be interesting to see that a lot of people have brought up is like a simple fix for this is you just add like tiered spins, which is similar to other Gaussian machines,
I like
right?
the
So it's like,
suggestion.
yeah, because it's just like, okay, I don't want to spend, $200 to get something worth 0.04, but if that spin was like, $50, that's a lot more chill. And then like you just have these sort of different tiers, like, oh, you really want to go for that punk, then you're going to be paying $1,000 a spin or 500 a spin or something like that. Um, and then I think that adds like another level of game theory to it basically, and it, when buybacks are turned on eventually, like it just creates a dynamic where more people can participate, which is then better for the whole thing. um Again, like I don't want to like sound like I'm trying to backseat dev or whatever. I do trust
Backseat
the
dev is so good.
I mean, yeah, it's like it's so hard when you're working on something and you have a gazillion opinions, but I do trust like the Token Works guys to know what they're doing and like be thinking about all these things. But it is sort of just this like thing that we're starting to run into that probably does need addressed in some way.
Like one of the problems with this coin is one of the reasons I thought it was so interesting is this idea that you can't buy. And so like if you were to look at like when it was at 36 mil or whatever, I'm in the club on Deck Screener and I'm looking at it compared to Pawns. And Pawns on Robinhood Launchpad is having a $10,000 buy every 20 minutes, every 15 minutes, especially
Right.
when it's going up. It's got a $10,000 buy every 15 minutes. FWA has had like 5 $10,000 buys ever, because the only way to get a $10,000 buy is you need to spin a 5 ETH NFT, and there's like 20 of them. There's like 15 5 ETH NFTs,
Right.
and so it's really difficult to get this like FOMO slip up price action on low liquidity on an on-chain coin when you have to hit like the gold mine spin and then accept it in FWA. And I think potentially a higher entry price spin would solve that problem, because then you're more likely to win something big by paying more, because you can't really
Yeah.
pay to increase your odds, which is like a little bit weird.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of like I agree with you. I think that that is sort of the fix for this because it's like, okay, you want a lot of the token, then here's like the pool of things that you can spend for that are worth a lot more, and that's, how you do that. I also think like, dude, people have been sort of treating these external buys as like a boogeyman basically, but whenever they do come on, I think that that's when we really sort of see what the potential of FWA is, right? Because that does take out this sort of uh, the gated buys thing, and then it's like, all right, where are people really interested in this from like a revenue story trade, or is it like just the novelty of spinning that is causing it to go up? Do you know what I'm saying?
100%. So what do you think happens to the token if they allow outside people to buy?
Well, I don't know what happens, but I'll tell you what I want to happen. I think like so many people are sitting being like, "Oh, dude, it's I'm just gonna sell this thing when external buys come on
That's what I
because
was
like."
doing.
Right? I mean, like, because that's sort of like what's in everybody's head right now. So I would love to see a flush, and then it's like you find and build like the actual floor of the people that are like, okay, external buys, great. I'm gonna slam some, and then I'm gonna keep spinning, and then that's like what sets in the floor, and it really starts the next leg. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but that's what I'd kind of like to see, just because it feels like there are so many people that are sitting here being like, oh, external buys are on. This is when I'm gonna sell. I'm leaving the trade, blah, blah, blah. I think that it just gets a lot more interesting when there is this sort of extra component added on to this new ecosystem.
I don't know how to figure out if I got nerd sniped by like decentralized gotcha or if it's actually interesting. Like it's a thin line between I got sniped versus the thing is actually
Right.
novel, right?
Well, I mean, dude, it's funny because I was talking to my friend yesterday and he was like, dude, my girlfriend's little brother is like one-shotted by Gacha. Like they're sitting there and just like spamming these Pokemon card gachas and whatever. It feels like we're used to it in crypto because like we had cards was like a really big trade last year, and then again, even a couple months ago it became a big trade again. So it's like in crypto we're like used to this concept of gacha, but I didn't realize that in like the real, quote unquote normie world, it was like a big deal. So I
Bro
think
just
that
found
it
out about
is.
gambling.
I mean, like, you know what I mean, though? It's like I had no idea that regular people were sitting there being like, "Oh, yep, I'm gonna hit the gacha mines and try to get a bunch of Pokemon cards." Like, it does feel like this sort of cultural thing that's not gonna go away. So it is really interesting to me to have this like for crypto native uh products, assets, you know?
The gotcha hitting the gotcha mines is so funny.
Bro,
Uh
we need to get Tom Lee like hitting the
dude,
the
you know what my
FWA.
problem is though? Is when I'm on a call last night preparing for stream and I start talking about guys, you don't understand the marginal buyer potential for FWA is unlike any other. Like Tom, imagine when Tom Lee starts buying
That's what I'm
every,
saying,
but
dude.
every time I say this, it's just like it's the top. I wish I could mark it. It was 29 mil on the relief rally yesterday. I wish I could have
Man.
marked when I said this.
I mean, like, dude, it sounds silly, but I like really fuck with the TokenWorks guy's bit of like we're gonna save Ethereum because it's
It's
like
so good.
what else
It's
is gonna
so
save
good,
Ethereum
bro. It's
but like
good.
novel products? You know
It's
what I'm
so
saying? So it's
good.
like, hey, if Tom Lee wants to become like a trillionaire like Elon, then he's got to help save Ethereum too. He's got to get on the spins.
Oh, it's so good. I mean, what is your like percentage chance? I don't know about percentage chance, but like, how do you think about this thing just rolling over and dying here? We're kind of on like life support.
I think you look at any coin that I'm looking at the chart right now. It really started its rip on like the 22nd, it looks
Mhm,
like, maybe 22nd, 23rd, and then
mhm.
it topped on like the 26th. Like anything that goes up that fast, it has to have kind of like a nasty drawdown. And like I was talking about earlier, it's like that's when you sort of figure out who the real audience, the real people that are actually interested in it are. So it's like, I would hate to see it just like roll over and die here. I don't know if I can place odds on it because, dude, everything on chain, like Bitcoin could just decide it wants to go to zero tomorrow and then everything dies. And, that's just like how it goes. I don't think it's like a 50-50 shot. I think I'd put it at like, if I really had to put, like, a number on it, like, dying, I think it'd be, like, 30-40%. Like, it's definitely skewed in favor of, like, this continues to be something that people talk about, complain about. Dude, so many people are complaining about this too, which is like,
Facts, facts,
what
facts.
what's going on? Like, don't you want ETH to do well? Don't you want new things to do well? So I don't know. I think that its odds, just because it is so different from anything else that we've seen, it has a really good shot of like going a lot higher than anybody really expects, I think.
Okay, I think it's a good take. I wanna get one more take out of you. Is ask Lefty about his law of days of attention.
That's some secret sauce, man. I don't know
Oh,
if I
really?
a little bit. So it's
Really?
just if you look at coins when they top, it's like it's a very consistent pattern of basically attention runs in like couple week spans. This is different for like tech coins. It's also different during like a full-blown bull market. But if you go from like bottom of like where momentum really starts to like the peak of almost every coin, it's basically anywhere from like 12 to 16 days on average, usually lands on like day 14. Um, Again, like it's interesting because I kind of overlaid that on Punk Strategy, and Punk Strategy ran for basically an entire
A
month,
month.
which
It was a
was like,
month to top. Yeah.
dude, like that was sort of unheard of. But if you think about it, um, NFT, old head money, like these guys, they put the pump on coins, and that's sort of the other bit about FWA that I think people are underplaying. I've seen so many people on Twitter that I haven't seen really tweet about on-chain stuff in like I can't remember how long. And they're coming out of the woodworks being like, this FWA thing is dope. So I think that that's like, that should be taken into account too, really.
It's been like 8 days.
Yeah. So, we'll see where it's at like a week from now, but I'm still very optimistic about it. I mean, I wouldn't be sitting here like talking my book if I didn't think that it could do something really crazy. You know what I mean?
You're pretty fire, man. The Telegram's public.
Yeah.
What did you trade like Cash Cat and Pawns and I've been trading Robinhood. Like what have you hit well on recently? Ish.
Um,
Recently ish.
Recently-ish. I mean, dude, I was kind of chutted out during the start of the Robinhood thing. So like I missed Cash Cat. Um, I can't think of what other trades now that you're like putting me on the spot.
That was
I'm
brutal,
really
right?
like dude, it's brutal because it's like sitting here being like, oh, everyone's up a gajillion dollars. I did hit Jimothy. Jimothy was the first
Nice.
thing that I like really hit and was like, okay, I feel like I'm back in the swing. Just because like between the 2021 cycle and 2024-ish, 23, um, during that bear, I just like kept trying to trade, and so I grinded my port down. So I was like, I'm absolutely not doing that like this time around. So it's really been the last month or so that I've been trying to get back into on chain. But
Sick.
um
Okay, word. Hey, thanks for coming on, bro.
yeah, thanks for
I like
having
the
me,
coin.
dude.
I don't know what to say. I
Yeah,
like the coin.
it's a
Also,
good coin.
shut it out and backseat deving. I'm ripping both of those, so I appreciate
Yeah, feel free to, bro.
the vernacular drop you just blessed us with. Cool. Let's talk offline though. I got some takes for you.
Yeah,
We're bit. All right, bro.
sounds good, bro.
Have a good
Thank
one,
you.
dude. I appreciate you. Peace.
Peace.
Did we just snipe a gem? I do low cap gem. Left curve max. He's he's gotta go. That was sick. I don't know. I actually like got deep enjoyment out of that. All right, I'm gonna get up real quick. I'll be right back. When I come back, we got market open and like like soon, really soon. I'm gonna play Louis V Sandals, which is crazy. All right, BRB. When I think about what this song sounds like kimchi looks like. Okay, I don't know how else to explain it. I fucking like that guy. That was lit. All right, guys, we got stock market open in 2 minutes, and it is going to be an important one. Also, I have this segment I have to do called the Lee economy, like the economy, like Lee economy. The economy, the local economy when LeBron comes to town, data's nuts. We're buying Philly real estate. My thoughts before market open are, it sort of feels like max fear has just happened in the pre, but it's ugly. It is absolutely ugly out there. And so we're going to cover market open for 30 minutes. And then I have rates, Korean stocks, CXMT in China, AI, crypto, poly market, PayPal mafia, Lee economy. It's Lee market open. What's good? Is that Jake Jones? Jake Jones? I got a lot I got to get into today. So when is Anthem? Anthem is at 4 p.m. EST. That would be, what's good, Jake Jones? That would be like 2.5 plus 4, 6.5. 6 hours, 31 minutes and 10 seconds from now. 6 hours, 31 minutes and 5 seconds. 6 hours, 31 minutes and 7 seconds. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the stock market opens in 55 seconds. It's kind of a scary one out there. There is terror in the streets about China making memory, China commoditizing the AI trade, sending tokens to zero. There's also terror in the streets about Kevin Warsh, FOMC, meeting number 2 on Wednesday, hiking, raising rates, which would be panic. Get this guy the fuck out of here. Get this guy out of here. Thank you. God, he just got sent to the fucking shower room. All right. Stock market opens at 22 seconds. As always, stock market open is powered by Phantom. It is powered by Phantom because anything you see on this stream during market open, whether it's stocks, perps, crypto, whether you want to sell stocks, perps, and crypto for stable coins, anything you want to do on-chain, off-chain, in the stock market, in crypto, you can do with Phantom. And on that note, the stock market is officially... And I'm scared to look. I am scared to look. All right, let's go. Let me get rid of these fucking lines. Get these lines off. Get them off. All right. The SPX opens down 0.02%. Remember, for all of the fear and all of the panic we are going to see in the market today, the SPY is only 2.9% off all-time highs. NASDAQ 100, that is down 0.63%. The Dow, that is up 0.66 and strong. Remember, Pam Bondi got taken out back about 50K Dow. That thing's at 52,615 right now. The Russell 2000 low cap index is flat. The QQQ is down 0.87%. All right, here's where it gets scary. Negligible cap. Already have headlines. What do we have? We'll come back to this. Thank you, DNAP. The SOX is down 4.15% to 495. The IBB is green. The SOXL is just drilling right now. It's 111. Wow. 111.10 on the SOX right now. It's down 13.13%. This is the triple leverage semiconductor ETF, and it looks terrible. The NASDAQ as well is just getting drilled. The IGV is green, 0.3%, which is never a good sign. MAGs are green, 0.2, but barely. And DRAM was below pre-market lows, and it is holding on right now. It's at 48.13. If we look back at the Gavin Baker bottom call level, which we might as well just mark out at this point, this purple line has no business being here. Let's go clean. Flood called the top at $80 DRAM. Gavin Baker called the bottom at like 52. Right now we're at 48.12, and it does not look good. Remember, the Kospi on yesterday's session was down 11% and got circuit breakered. Also, if you're on YouTube, Twitter, and you like to chat, halted is the word I was looking for. YouTube or Twitter, and you want to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. Threadguy. All right, this is where it gets fucking just so brutal, man. Oh God. We might be going for new lows. We might be going for new lows on BTC. Let's get these lines out of here too. We might be going for new lows. Let's get rid of that as well. Bitcoin right now, I guess technically that's a higher low. Like you could go like technically you could go like, but not great on BTC. 63.1. No bottom in sight, and we're going. I mean, we're reaching. I'm fucking. I'm reaching, bro. On BTC, I'm reaching. Dollars flat. ETH drilling. Hyperliquid 54. Pump Fund is holding on for dear life, and oh my god, this is a bad. This is gonna end up being a bad trade by me. It's just straight up a bad one. Now, the things that I sold to buy this were Bitcoin into AMC and StubHub into Shaw's. And so I don't know which would have been worse. It's probably the best outcome, but this looks terrible. I mean, this looks horrific. Leopold, when the world needed him most, has vanished. And are you smarter than Leopold? Yeah, that looks brutal. But I still hold it. I'm kind of like down to sit for a while, but it looks horrific. Silver down 2.5. Solana 72. God damn. And you know what's crazy is rates are all red. The VIX is only up 2, which feels low. Gold is about 4K. Copper looks decent. Zcash 462 and Monero 338. Oil is down a lot. Brent oil is 88. Crude oil is 81.16. They're both down about 2%. Ooh. God. Palantir is down 6. Look at a high time frame Palantir. It's pretty ugly. Look at that thing. Michael Burry was short from like 200. That thing looks disgusting. 128 is the Trump line, by the way, from like a while ago. Trump line from like 3 months ago, where what did he tweet again? Trump PLTR. He tweeted the ticker. Yeah, like go out and buy a Palantir. Palantir Technologies, parentheses, PLTR, has proven to have great warfighting capabilities and equipment. Just ask our enemies. President DJT looks terrible. All right, this is where it's really scary. Big AI. Biggest loser is Shaw's. Nice. Dell's down 9. SanDisk is down 8. Micron 832 is disgusting. When is Shaw's earnings? May 15th. What's today's date? June, July. Wait. May 15th. That already passed. August 6th. August 6th. All right. Micron is 833. It's down 7%. AMD is down 7%. Holy fuck. Really? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Horrid. Doesn't look good. ARM is down 6. Marvell is down 6. 176 on Marvell. Redwire, Space Dock is down 6. Rocket Lab down 6.5. Nokia down 5. ASTS down 5.5. The ADR SK Hynix is down 5.5 after the Kospi was down 11. Damn, they're just drilling Hynix, huh? This thing's just getting fucked. Look at this. Since this is the US ADR one. Is oh my god, they're just drilling SK Hynix. Intel is $86. Bubble Boy was on last Friday after a emphatic earnings beat on Intel. Firefly Space Talks on 5. Cerebrus 182. Is that all-time low? No, but it's getting there. Look at SK Hynix on Hyperliquid. Do I even want to? Dude, it's not like back-to-back, just like insane days. Where's the trash? Oh, man. D Gills. D Gills, what? Give me some chart physiognomy here, D Gills. Oh, my Lord. That's 47% on SK Hynix. Everyone's saying, look at Micron, look at Micron. Oof, there it goes. There it goes. Didn't Leopold try to buy situational awareness SK Hynix ADR? Wait, how much did he buy? He bought 7 billion worth. Is that true? No. I guess we don't know how much. We don't know how much he bought. Wow, Micron 821. We're gonna get to Apple in a minute. It's crazy. It's doing. Look at this right now, Micron. It's going for it, man. Charts love symmetry patterns. We're almost back at the threadguy enters with a little. By the way, we're almost at Air Mass's entry, which is nuts. Bloom Energy's down 9, 170. AMD's 8. God damn. Intel 86. RoboStrategy 24. SpaceX 108 on SpaceX. This has got to be in the running for the worst chart ever. Just nothing, no stopping. Look at this. I don't even have like a joke to make about this chart. It does look like, oh, that's what it looks like. Chart physiognomy real quick. Let's go chart physiognomy. XPL. That's a good one. Whoever said that. Look at that. Oof. Great comms. Cloudflare's on 3. BlackBerry's on 6. The second worst chart of all time, Oracle. My God. Oracle is down 3. QCOM is down 3. 164. Tesla 304. Cheapest it's been since August 25. Dude, by the way, the pit average short entry is 425. There's no way anyone still holds this, right? What a trade. What a trade if they did on Tesla. Nvidia 194. You are still holding it? Stop. Say you swear. Bro, say you swear you're still holding that. Say you swear you're still holding that short. On Claude? Nah. Put that shit on GPT 5.6 Sol, you freak. Put it on 5.6 Sol, brother. Put it on 5.6 Sol Pro. On Fable? Nah! Nah. What a fucking sicko, dude. What a goddamn sicko. Okay, look at this. From this headline of China starts mass producing homegrown chips to NVIDIA. Put that shit on Quen 3.5 VL Pro mode. 7% straight line is crazy. Amazon 230. Google is green. Meta is green. Apple is green. Put that shit on Gemini. Microsoft is up 2.5, carrying the IGV and the mags. IBM is up 2, back above 220. Netflix is up 3.5. Damn, this is the best day of his life. Stop. I gotta tweet this. I gotta tweet this. Hold on. I gotta tweet this. Backseat Deving was funny. That was funny. It's time to have some tough combos about Michael Burry. Adobe up 4% in the middle of just fucking carnage. Okay, where's Apple? I think it got taken off my list. How could that happen? How could they do that to me? No, it is here. I just skipped it. Where? Okay, it's green, but it wicked to 342, which is definitely an all-time high, right? By a couple dollars. No, Bitcoin's not 62. Is it really? God, I feel like my life trading markets for the last, it's almost a year since 1010 has happened. It's basically every day has just been like you're waking up and you're like, no way. Is it really that low? And then you look and it's like, I feel like I've been doing this every day on repeat for like a year. Man, 54 hype. Pump looks pretty good. FWA. Man. Oh, man. What does Berkshire Hathaway look like? Yeah. Fuck my life, man. You know? Fuck my life. And this guy just bought $10 billion of Google at 350, and it looks like this. He just bought $10 billion of Google at 350. It looks like this. It's insane. Where's Google? Red, of course. Okay, we're now how long into open? How are we 13 minutes into? Oh my god, DRAM is 47. How are we 13 minutes into open? Oh my god. 46. Like, is it hard being on top of the streaming game? Markets might not exist in like a week, so it's a fun run, I'll tell you that. Mags are now red. Apple kind of was carrying. IGV is now red. Soxel 18%. Dude, Flood. Someone sent Flood wallet. I think Flood sold, by the way. I think Flood sold. I think he sold. Okay, what is my Twitter saying? Get me the fuck out and do it now. Whoa, I was reading these. No. I was reading these tweets. This is Flood, thank you. Did Flood sell? Thanks, Jerker. Daily Jerker. Daily Jerker. What a fucking freak, man. Daily Jerker, really? I mean, it counts at ATH. He's still holding the hype short, which is the biggest position. Up 1.3 mil. Disgusting. And he's holding Cash Cat short. Why is he still holding Cash Cat short? It's up 160K. It's nuts. Why is he still holding a Cash Cat short? What a freak. All right, I read this about Leopold Aschenbrenner. But let's go like situational awareness margin call. Check Meridu tweet about him. It's like quiet. It's very quiet. MLM exposing for LARPing on X with that couch control. In reality, it's delta neutral. First message, jeez. Critical thing to remember is don't ask a bear when the bear market is going to turn. Don't ask a bull when the bull market is going to turn. No. In retrospect, it makes perfect sense. Leopold Aschenbrenner's alpha went deeply negative when Anthropic became an enemy of the state. Wow, what a tweet, actually. Holy fuck. His wife is the chief of staff to Dario. Wow, what a tweet. Wait. U.S. export controls Fable 5. Wait. Stop. DRAM. No. Not that DRAM. Wait, why does it look like this? Wait, imagine. No, it's Bitcoin, dude. Delete. No. I need the tweet. I need the Anthropic. No, not Meridu though. Hold on. This is gonna be hilarious if this actually works. Too many tweets. Article. No, too many tweets. Hold on. The government export controls. Not quite. Think 92 million views. Okay, no. Not really. I thought it was going to be top tick. Never mind. Ignore it. Sorry for the last 5 minutes. Ignore. Anything else about Leopold? Oh, God. This is probably in a bad way as well. Oh. Damn, the Bears are really lapping right now. Where's Bubble Boy? Where is Bubble Boy? That was basically top tick. Yes, it was. Oh man. Calvin. You know what? You know what? Somebody clip this, by the way. Somebody clip this. Max Payne for the oil bulls is that the US stock market completely crashes, rates go parabolic, Trump loses all control of the market, and Brent oil is $84. Insane. It's like actually Max Payne. You still in Shaw's? Yeah, I am. I'm dying. I'm fucking dying in this coin. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's bad. It's definitely bad. I don't know what to say. You kind of got to step in here like now. Sox was 106 and just going for it. It's down 17% of the day. Qs are down 1.7. Nasdaq is at 1.5. Coffee you already did. DRAM's 47.12. We need another Gavin Baker tweet. Okay, let's go. Consumers, NeoCloud, a little bit in between. Wow, look at Pump Fun. Pump Fun high time frame is just like gross. Looks so good. It looks so good. All right. NeoClouds, SaaS, consumer. What's good, Malcolm? All right. PayPal's up 3. They had earnings. They beat, I think. Did they beat? Does it even matter? I'm gonna assume yes. Seems like you can have significant. What does this mean? What does this mean? Oh, someone did it with a 1,000 ETH flash loan. Someone just flash loan FWA. I don't know. We'll come back to this. Let's see if PayPal beat. Get ready to learn DeFi, buddy. PayPal. I thought it was yeah, it is. Okay, PayPal huge beat, which is nice. Let's see how much it matters, but that's up 3%. Remember the flash loan that Punk for sale, everyone for like $500 million. Everyone freaked out. eBay's up 3. Lily's up 3. Lily's like a safe haven against this like memory crash. By the way, we talked about it. We've been talking about Lily for a while. I like Lily. The Tulip King index is up atrocious today. ServiceNow's up 2. Snap's up 2. Lululemon, Michael Burry's the goat. Airbnb is up 2. Dash is up 2. Fuck AMC. God, it's 250, man. Fuck AMC. Ferrari's up 2. Shopify's up 2. Uber's up 2. GME's up 2. Nike's up 1.5. Sweet Cream's up 1. Visa's flat. StubHub is green. Figma's red. Take 2 Interactive. Ooh. Sorry, Wavy. The block. I had somebody really smart the other day. I cannot think of who. Malcolm, who was it? Told us the block. DraftKings is flat. IGV. Roblox on another 1.5. Enhanced Gains down 3. Touch Instruments 2. Reddit down 2. Carvana down 3. IBKR down 4. SoFi down 4. Caterpillar down 4. Coinbase down 4. Strategy 94. Hims 28 down 5. Circle down 6. Hood down 7. CoreWeave down 7. Iran down 8. Nebius down 10. Bro, is it Leopold Aschen? The Leopold Aschenbrenner index is getting destroyed. It's getting just destroyed today. Holy shit. Bitcoin 62.9. I bought AMC yesterday. My new thesis is you're pretty much always right just early. Dude. Come on, man. You know what's crazy? Is I am almost always right. But my P&L just like does not reflect it the way that it should. It does not. Did it make you any thoughts how to cover market open? Why am I doing a bad job? Or are we doing a great job? Loaded up Shaw's this morning too. Dude, oh, I want to hide right now. I want to run and hide. Loaded up Shaw's. You should buy some FWA too. How about that? How about that? Oh my god. All right. We're somehow 22 minutes into open. Here's what I want to know. I don't even really want to know, but I gotta ask. Oh my god, we have Ansem on today, chat. You still want me to do Ansem? Didn't sound right. Is Odyssey a good movie for a date, by the way? Yeah, probably. I wouldn't say it's like my dream date, but I don't think it's like terrible. All right, you already know what I want to know. Oh, I feel like we should watch this. Basics and he just tweeted a video. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Let's watch it about SpaceX. Let's watch it. 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 1.5x. Let's watch it. Let's watch it.
10 or 15 years is going to be worth 10 trillion. The company over the next 10 or 15 years is going to be worth 10 trillion.
It's actually not that big of a number.
The company over the next 10 or 15 years is going to be worth 10 trillion, 20 trillion, 30 trillion.
Oh.
And I could be very low.
I stopped at 10 trillion. Who is this?
Tesla, when you read about all the things that they're doing right now is the time for Tesla. And I think that Tesla, I think it's going to be 2,000 or 2,500 over the next 10 years, 1.5 or 1 3/4 or a little bit more IPO. 10, 20, 30 times that amount. You should try to figure out for your families how you can get to own some SpaceX. It will be the largest company on the planet. One of the directors said to me, Ron, if you're asked that question because they think you know and you don't know anything, and I really don't know anything, just say you don't know. So I don't know. I'm not betting on that. They're able to accomplish a lot the way they are structured right now. Pluses and minuses, I think there's good reasons why
you're going to see moves in this market over the next decade that you did not think were mathematically possible.
To do it, and good reasons why you shouldn't do it. And whatever he decides is the best thing to do, when you're worth trillions of dollars ultimately for him, he's not doing this to make as much money as he can. He's doing this because he has some feeling about the planet. Maybe it makes it easier to operate, which is true, I'm sure. Then you get a different valuation on the company, which is also true. So I don't know what he's going to do. But whatever he does, I'm sure there will be good rationale for it. And whatever he does, it's very unlikely that I would say it's not a good idea. How do I know? They're getting you to space. And the things they're doing in space are different than anything anyone can do on this planet. It's really nice that the stock is going to be priced higher when they get public. I'm buying. So at the IPO price, I've got an order for $1 billion. I'm doing it because I believe deeply that this company is a major game changer. We're talking about infrastructure. The Starlink, they are going to be the internet for the entire planet.
You guys should have heard me talking about FWA at 36 mil, by the way. I sounded worse. I sounded worse than this guy.
Internet for the entire planet. Nobody can do this except for them. So Starlink alone, I think, can be worth $14, $15 trillion. Starlink alone. They have 10,000 satellites now. They're on the way to 20,000. They have 9 million customers last year. They have 15 million this year. They're going to grow 50% a year.
It's like Murad in 30 years.
They could have 300 million customers in 10 years. Then they got enterprise, then they got the government, and there's 8 billion people on the planet. 3 billion don't have the internet. Can't compete with a guy who has all those satellites up there already and all those customers and already serving. And he's going to be like a virtual network. And sooner or later, one of these big telcos is going to sell them access to the city. If you have more than 50% of the people doing business with you on the internet, you are the internet. I think the opportunity is somewhere around $1 trillion of annual revenues for him, maybe making 70, 80% profit margin. That could be worth $14, $15 trillion.
This is like the longest 3 minutes I've ever watched in my entire life.
Alone, just Starlink. His advantage is he innovates faster than anyone else. So the culture, innovate fast and perform and do things better than other people. And then when they look at how much things cost, he knows how much everything costs.
He does speak like Biden.
And if he's not being charged the right amount.
Oh my God, he sounds like Biden.
And if they're making too much of a profit,
that was good.
Then he's going to do it himself. They do terafab. So he needs to have 50 times the number of chips, the number of compute that's available right now. 50 times. So he goes to TSMC and he goes to Samsung. They got great businesses. So why are they going to take a big risk building a factory they don't know that he's got this huge demand for? He can't get enough chips. So he's going to build a factory called terafab. So the chips that we're buying from NVIDIA, they'll never stop buying them.
Jesus. Ron Barron net worth. This guy makes me anti-longevity is insane, bro. You can't be saying shit like that. Anti-longevity? That's fucked up, man. All right. We're 27 minutes into open. God. It's bad. It's bad. Yo, can I say it one more time, by the way? Can I say it one more time? That DRAM is down. It's 46.55. It's drilling to the bottom of Earth. Soxel is down 18%. And Bitcoin is like... Look at this. It's decent. DRAM, look at this. Bitcoin DRAM. Look, there's no such thing as relative strength in crypto. There's only delayed dumping. Okay. There's only delayed dumping. But, I mean, look. Should I tweet it, like, just for the bit? Should I tweet it for the bit? I should tweet it, right? I should totally tweet it. I should totally tweet it. Just for the bit. It's a good bit. It's actually a really good bit. Let's tweet it. Things go bad when you tweet stuff like this. Late to stream, but when you interview Kevin Zoo, keep the same energy you had before, call him out. I just like don't have that much to call him out on, you know? I think he's like relatively entertaining. There's nothing like to call him out on that he hasn't called himself out on. He's missed his last like 15 all-ins. You know? Like, here's what I want to know. Here's what I want to know. Here's what I want to know. We're 30 minutes into open. I want to know, what are you buying? What are you selling? What do you like? What do you hate? What did you enter? What did you panic sell? How are you positioned during the great Bitcoin relative strength of July 28th? Selling Pokemon. That's probably not a bad idea. Just chilling. Bloom Energy just now. I'm buying Visa monthly breakout attempt with earnings tonight. Hating everything. Yeah, welcome. Visa. AMC plus Shaws. Dude, I hate you. I actually hate you. I hate you. Short World Liberty or World Coin. Longing Soul. Ooh. Trenching again. Seems like a good time to start trenching. Why not? I'm long Lido. FWA actually. Dude, I love the coin. I don't know what to say. Maybe I am just... I think I might have gotten nerd sniped on FWA. But buying DRAM and Michael Burry starts posting victory laps. I'm shocked he hasn't really posted any victory laps. Uniswap doing surprisingly well. Blockbots, NLR. I'm in a NASDAQ short since late June, and I long Samsung this morning. What's NASDAQ doing right now? Down 1.4. Wow. I mean, it's just like little bounce. My biggest position is actually Troll. The world is ending, and we're shilling Troll on the big 2-6. TG, Darren Sharper. What's good, bro? Just getting to pawns. ETH. What else? Plans to interview Simple Farmer. He's behind Clutch Market Labs. I don't know what that is. I'm long ETH. I'm long gold. I don't hate gold here, actually. But then I'm just like, why don't I just buy Bitcoin? And then I just end up doing nothing. You ready for Robinhood leg 2? Just picked up a bag of scam Altman. Why is Zero Bro so strong? Dude. Shorting Aave. I don't hate that. Cerebro, stop. Why are they low-key curling it? Damn, they're low-key curling that hoe. How institutions are bidding. Wow. That's insane. Live Nation is bidding. Does my Twitter have anything insightful for us before I move on from market open? This is a ugly, ugly, ugly. I think FWA should allow purchases. They should fucking do something. It's what they should do. Do anything. Do anything. Cerebro's the next crime like Pippin. Come on, bro. You gotta chill on me, man. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. Is I'm gonna get up one more time really quickly. I'll be back in 30 seconds, and then we are going to cover a really important topic that I like to call the Lee economy. The Lee economy. What are you drinking? Tap water in a glass water bottle. Tap in a glass bottle is what I'm drinking right now. All right, BRB. BRB, BRB, BRB.
Long love my brother, we did KO bitch ass runner. Go. Just like to be right like that, come on. Keep it going. Go. Who would've thought should've be like this? Rockin' Louis monogram, pushing Chanel on my bitch. Find a one doing the killer, drop a bag, send a blitz. If the rap don't work, then I'm back in the licks. Me, Tay, BJ, sitting back, sipping trips. Maybach grind, then we sipping niggas rent. Broke ass out, saying got a pot of piss. I'm Q50, got my name hitting niggas in they shit. Free keys, we the reason why your homie in the ditch. And I'm house coming home, we ain't never got a snitch. Choosing that's bout why you think she got hit. You a tender ass nigga, get too fussed by the bitch. In the yams little future told me 50 gon' be rich. Check the back of his Glock, nigga, you ain't got a switch. I'm a real street nigga, throw this shit up on Twitch. Rico a nigga, I ain't never gon' meet. Tryna have my feelings, but I might OD. Popping these purses while I'm sipping on lean. High as fuck, still can't go to sleep.
All right. Let's go. Original song way better, my hater. I actually have one more thing I want to cover before we get into. We actually have a couple things we have to cover. First is I'm sorry to do this for you, but they just ripped Tom Lee on CNBC to talk about the AI trade, and I really, really want to watch it. So we're gonna watch it to start.
Two-day meeting ahead of Wednesday's rate decision. Policymakers are widely expected to be steady, but the odds of a hike have climbed to about 1 in 3.
The odds of a hike are flying, by the way. Not good.
33%, up from just 16% a week ago. Joining us now, Fundstrat's head of research, Tom Lee. He's also the chairman of BitMine and a CNBC contributor. Tom, welcome.
What do you got, Tom?
Prediction market bet, so to speak. What do you think? Is there any real chance the Fed hikes rates this week?
I think that, the prediction markets and funds want to hedge on a binary event. That's why you got the 30%, because someone needs to hedge something. But I'd say the probability is low. I mean, I wouldn't expect them to raise rates.
What about at any point in the future?
As you know, they're going to see how the data unfolds. So I don't think it's data dependence, but data responsiveness. To us, I think the underlying inflation story has really weakened because shelter is really weak, and we'll see it tomorrow with Case-Shiller. And if wages aren't pressure, then the real pipeline of underlying inflation.
He's got to be dyeing his hair, right? All in ETH for a year plus, no graze is nuts.
That we're seeing now is just tariffs and oil, which aren't things the Fed has to necessarily embark on a hiking cycle for.
Potentially, I don't want to use the bad word of transitory, they're potentially temporary, right?
Yes. And
oil is down right now because there's some talks. And by the way, tomorrow could be up again. We have no idea what's going to happen. Depends on the talks. But the point is,
dude, they're cooking. They're gonna put liquidity on all. They're gonna wake up the fucking ETH. Oh, chills. Chills.
Is if and when there is lasting sort of peace,
Chills.
oil will likely go back down. The market seems to want to push it back down. That's got to impact the Fed's thinking.
Yeah, because then they just have to see this little bubble that they have to kind of manage through. I mean, I think in some ways they might just shrink the balance sheet instead of doing a policy rate change.
A quantitative tightening?
Correct. Yeah, I think that's a better way to titrate. What they might say is like, hey, let's try to put some pressure on growth, but not to deliberately slow the economy.
Is that any kind of thing that can really upset the stock market?
You know, the stock market's going to ultimately see the idea that, hey, the Fed shrinks the balance sheet, and then that means they can cut rates. And so then they'll see the rate cuts as actually positive. So I think it's going to pave the way for future rate cuts, actually.
So if the Fed is not the number
He's just like top bull, bro.
one most important thing for the equity markets right now, what is?
Well, I think that the AI trade remains still the most important story, and people, of course, are having longevity doubts. But, you know, if someone goes back to 94 to 2000, there were many times when the internet story and even stocks like Cisco came under question whether there was durability. And I think we're in that questioning its durability at this moment. But I think it's still in very good shape. And I think the second big story out there is that margin debt still needs to work off that high level of growth, just like what happened in Korea, which had a sort of a margin call. And I think that's why stocks are stalling here. But to me, I think AI still works strongly through year end.
Perfect segue. We had this morning, Steve Eisman was on Squawk Box this morning, the famed investor. Here's what he had to say when he was
Steve Eisman, dude, these guys make one fucking trade and other famous investors forever.
asked the major question of the earnings season, which is what happens if big tech starts cutting its AI capex?
NVIDIA, I think when they reported last quarter, had 85% revenue growth. So if the hyperscalers cut, it would be 85%. And, you know, maybe that would be healthy for the long term.
I mean, look, it feels like to me, to Frank's point, I agree with, the cabal knows hikes are coming, I think. It was 93% no change on July 18th. It's now 72. It's not like 20%. A hike was as low as 4. June, like, watch. Hike was 2% on June 17th, and then it jumped to 24% on June 18th. So like June 17th, like let's see what that looks like on the chart. DRAM, which is $47. June 17th. Like, let's see. Delete this. Yeah, it's like top tick, bro. It was this day. On this day, odds of a hike went from 2% to 25% on that day. Bro, they know. Then it was about 20%, 20%, 20%, and then it was 35% on July 13th. Which is this day. And then it is now 30%. It feels like they know. I don't know. I mean, look at this. It's gross. It's like, you like this better? Let's see. Like, I feel like this is your job to get inside info on rate hikes. And so they're saying this says 31% chance hike, 68% nothing, no change. Polymarket is saying like 28% hike, 72%. So the odds are a little bit higher on the CME. We'll see. But yeah, carnage at the moment, my friends. Coming to get to 50%. We aren't hiking. I don't know. I mean, it feels as if it would be crazy that he appoints Warsh, and the first thing Warsh does is start hiking. But then you would have to assume that he like knows Trump. He isn't Trump, that this is coming. And so you have like three conflicting narratives right now, I think. Number one is like, extreme narrative violation on the economics of the AI IPOs after Kimi K3. Open source China is the frontier, and it's also super cheap. And so what does that mean for the future of Anthropic and OpenAI? It's like kind of questionable. You have the second narrative of like hikes, rate hikes for sure, which would be bad for the market, risk assets. You have this third narrative of China making memory and the panic that has set in, which was the tweet from Tulip King about short Western semis, long Eastern semis, and that happened yesterday. And it's been kind of carnage since then. And then maybe you have this like fourth narrative of it all coming together for China, of sending bits to zero and just like dominating atoms because they dominate manufacturing and they dominate energy. And they're gonna just like arb us to zero. And I don't know. It's kind of one of these things that like price action happens and then we plug the narrative in to make it work. Tulip King said, scroll my profile. I'm getting really bear pilled. He has a really long article. I might save it for tomorrow. Because I don't know if I have it in me to read it right now. Let's see. 2001, trying to enter the WTO C4 chart for like 25 years. 2026, trying to enter the chip design and fabrication business. Imagine where NVIDIA, ASML, TSMC, AWS, etc. are in 2050. That's crazy. What is WTO? Like car business? World Trade Organization. Got it. The car business. The flight to safety in U.S. market is obviously Apple here. My only take on Apple, other than we posted a video 5 months ago about how they're going to win the AI race, is like, I find it hard to believe the company that's going to lead us out of carnage is the one that's like done absolutely nothing and innovated on nothing. Feels like a difficult thought. I think Mandelbrot tweeted about this. I liked it. Let me see. Let's see. I gotta find this tweet for you. I refuse to believe that Apple is going to be the company that leads the next leg of this bull market. The company that's decided to not push boundaries for years and fail to innovate. Well, I do respect their decision to remain a speculator of AI and focus on share buybacks. It's what their shareholders want. But I don't think we should take this as a signal. AI trade is going through a rough patch, so you're seeing Apple pop, nothing more to it. Let me remind you of an occurring phenomena. One, momentum high beta roll, then NQ rolls, then S&P. Apple typically stays relatively strong through all of this and is the last to fall. People get excited, and then it rolls over too. Last king falls last. It's usually when Apple is marking down, you need to start rethinking your bearish views. It's an interesting perspective. It's kind of like the Bitcoin relative strength. It's like delayed weakness is actually what it is. Apple owners are used in a way the AI companies don't. This is true. This is true. But we're not speculating on Anthropic OpenAI. Can you share that tweet link? Yes, I can. Oh, I guess we sort of are. Yeah, this is last tweet, LOL. It's not rate hikes. The fact China's undercutting the trend of keeping the American economy afloat. I kind of feel like it's both, dude. You know what? My thing is like, my only thing on the China thing, undercutting, is like, this was a nothing, complete nothing. We didn't even know about this. This meant nothing until like yesterday, and then now it's like the end of the world. I don't know. I find that hard. Like maybe people have been selling for the last 3 months because they've known this, and the headline just came out. That's possible to me. The stock market's past behavior, but the guys that control the money like are sharp and they're in and out. They'll get the fuck out, you know? Like I just find it hard to believe that Nobody knew about this, had any takes about this. And then all of a sudden it's like, this is the narrative. So I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna follow. Also, we're gonna see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow's FOMC, which is terrifying. Tomorrow's FOMC. Which narrative? I'm late. China winning AI. Wow. $27.6 million to 3.8 mil in a month. Wow. That has got to be one of the worst drawdowns I've seen in a while. Morning slinks. Bring that brother on stream. I tried. He didn't want to come on. I don't blame him. Wow. Oh my God, it's going lower. Sox was down 20%. DRAM low of the day. So Trini did try telling him to sell. IGV low of the day. SPY, not quite. NASDAQ low of the day. Wow. Shaw's 49. At what point do they halt Sandits? It's down 20%. Is it going to get halted? Can you explain what shit's tanking? I mean, I just gave you 4 reasons. It's the best I got, really. It's the best I got. It feels like someone's getting carried out right now, I'm not going to lie. And it feels like it's fucking Leopold Aschenbrenner. It feels like someone's getting liquidated right now, and it feels like it's Leopold Aschenbrenner. The 4 biggest losers are Leopold stocks. Bloom Energy's down 15%. Look at these charts. Micron 12. Delete everything. Wow. When is 13F? It's August 14th. It's like in a month. Where the fuck is Air Mass? You know what's crazy too is Trump ceasefire the ceasefire yesterday. No one moved a fucking muscle. Chad Michael Burr, you might be right, by the way. Remember I was talking about the diminishing returns of the ceasefire? You might be right about me, low key. I was talking about this 3 months ago. Look at these charts. Micron 790. Cordy gonna have a shock when he opens his port post holiday. Damn, Cordy. Wow, AMD 10%. AMD's down $75 billion. It's on the market cap. AMD is down like 1.5 market caps of Solana right now. Check SNXX. What is this? 2x long SanDisk daily ETF. $34%. Dude, what is Amit saying right now? This is actually worse than I gave credit for.
Is that most people think that commodity is the most important commodity on the planet. It's putting up 85% gross margin, so it should deserve a higher premium, these are all fair bullish arguments. It's just in the face of a drawdown, the market doesn't care about them. AMD down 10% here now on the day.
Wait, what's SpaceX? Dude, this is nuts. Those indicators. Yeah. Marvell 168. Oh my fuck. Intel 83, dude. Cerebrus 174. Frank D. God, should I remove this or no? Is this TradFi 1010? No. That's the worst part, is it's not. Frank, you want me to take this off? I knew threadguy giving Rasmus flowers for being up a meme coin was a local top. I'm under on Cerebrus starting today. Okay, don't take it off. SpaceX 109. Wow. Yeah, what a day, my friends. Bitcoin 63. Pump Fun, not bad. FWA, not bad. I'm just saying, I kind of want to move on from the market. I don't usually sit on this for this long, but delayed death. Look at the worst performing stocks this year and buy those season. That would be bullish Bitcoin, is what that would mean, by the way. Close pump longs. I don't know. It's a weird spot. Sorry, video about monthly runners on Twitter. Good stuff. One Ansman review. 4 p.m. today. Thanks, bro. 63. Dude, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Explain thinking around holding your bags. You're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. Why hold pump here? I'm up on it too. I'll tell you what it's up. It's still up a lot. I added yesterday, which was dumb. It's up 25K. Pump long. Why am I holding pump? I need to like take a lap and like think about this. You prompted me because you're curious, or you want let's hear it, Ron Perrin. Can we bring income sharks on the stream? Oh, I don't even know what to say. Okay. Why am I holding pump? Remember when income sharks was your biggest problem? Remember like Kobe got involved? Like Zach XBT was involved because I'm bringing this guy on stream. Nobody gave a fuck about my stream. I invite this guy on and it's like, everyone's having like a meltdown on the timeline. I'm like, what are you guys talking? I'm like debating if we should cancel it. CL's involved. Everyone's calling me. I'm like, okay. Why am I holding pump fun? Up 25K while the market just dies. Are you also in your late 20s like Rasmer? 24. Okay. 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 Here's my take. I'm holding pump fun because I think crypto is in, I cannot unsee it. I think crypto is in an insane spot. I think as an asset class, crypto, I could convince myself that crypto could trade like a Berkshire Hathaway to the memory trade. Like Bitcoin itself could trade as like the opposite to Berkshire Hathaway or to AI. And one of the reasons it becomes interesting as an asset class is that the entire market is so correlated to long AI right now. If you think about it, the entire market is so correlated to this. Like all of these, all the hyperscalers are AI. All the best performers, the memory stocks are AI. all the CapEx beneficiaries are AI, DRAM AI, Q's AI, NASDAQ AI, all the top stocks are AI, MAGs, everything is like AI correlated, okay? And so if you've made a ton of money in AI or you're trying to get the fuck out, there's not really that many things to buy, right? I think Bitcoin fits in this category where it's made itself this like interesting scarcity asset, and the abundance of everything is correlated to AI. At the same time, I think that on-chain, and there's a couple novel crypto protocols that have solidified themselves as having incredible economics and being really, really, really useful to the world that should perform very well, that haven't been outperforming because of Bitcoin. Like IBKR is at all-time highs right now. IBKR is at all-time highs, crush earnings. Hood had this like generational run up, and Hyperliquid should absolutely be in that spot. I think Pump Fund is the other one that like belongs in this spot. Look at the economics of this token, and it's just like the numbers don't make sense. They make $1 million a day, rain, sun, or shine. And so the reason I got excited about it in the first place is I'm like, man, what the, like I was joking about this yesterday. What the fuck Chinese memory got to do with my meme coins? But like, change is nothing. 1010, before 1010, post 1010, everything in between, it does the same amount of volume every single day. And so you get in this like spot where like crypto becomes exciting, okay? Because maybe lows have been swept on Bitcoin. Maybe. Doesn't feel like it today, but maybe it has happened. And you start seeing on-chain experimentation happen. You see Robinhood rip Robinhood chain and start going really hard. You see like cool little things like FWA. You see Pump Fund do well. You see Hyperliquid do really well. You see Chamath and the Silicon Valley crowd like bull post Zcash. You see VVV hit 3 million MAUs and raise $1 billion round. And you start like looking at this asset class and thinking it's interesting. And so you start bidding. But then you start bidding and the world is collapsing. Okay. Ukraine is attacking Iran. SanDisk is down 20%. China's making memory. Warsh is hiking rates. The world like starts ending at the same time. And so I feel as if you get this like really non-consensus, almost impossible to hold, but really lucrative spot, which I don't usually play. I'm not usually a call to bottom. I'm usually a buy it 20% higher kind of guy, which is what I did with Pump. I bought it 20% higher. And so I look at the market and I look at what you would buy right now or what would be interesting to trade. And for the last 6 months, crypto doesn't even make the list. But then you start looking at charts like this everywhere. And it just feels like it becomes really attractive in a world where everything is dependent on AI. Everything is dependent on whether or not China can come through on commoditizing tokens at zero, making cheap memory, whatever. Everything is correlated to that. And so if you don't want to be correlated to that, there's not that many places to go. And I don't know, man. I just think crypto is a great beneficiary of it. And I like the spot. I don't know. I like the spot. I bought Pump 20% lower than this, maybe 15% lower from here. And I really don't want to sell it. And so I'm probably just clawing at strings here because I'm frustrated about the market. I'm frustrated about the market over the last couple months. I'm frustrated that my like portfolio is lower than it was a couple months ago. But there's two things that have just tingled my balls. Okay, is Pump Fund's one. I cannot stop thinking about Pump Fund. And the other one is, dude, I had a dream about FWA last night. I'm not kidding. It's a 13 mil coin. I don't usually show low coins. Everything's getting nuked. It's probably next. But I had like a dream about FWA. I'm not kidding. I was dreaming about it. And I wasn't dreaming about the price or the actual website. I was dreaming about talking about it. Like I was just thinking about like the novelty of it. I was dreaming about like decentralized gotcha and like Atom, right? Not like I was dreaming about the protocol. And so I woke up, it didn't sell. So you know what, Malcolm? I gave you a bad thesis, but I don't know. I'm trying to just close my eyes, ignore everybody else, and trade the things that I want to trade. I'm trying really, really hard to make a conscious effort to ignore everybody else. But the problem is my life is dependent on other people. My rent payment being made, which by the way, Malcolm, we got to pay rent, is dependent on whether or not other people pay attention to me. And so for me to not pay attention to other people, it's hard to like think in a silo. So I don't know. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at on the state of the market. And with that, I'm going to introduce you to a concept that I call the Lee economy. The Lee economy. Have you heard about it? Welcome to the Lee economy. Would it surprise you if I told you that LeBron gives his teams in the NBA an average annual return of 15.7%, double the return of the S&P 500? On average, LeBron has doubled the value of each team he joins by the time he leaves. Doubled. Okay, number one, Cavs, 2003-2010. They were worth $258 million when he joined. He left there worth $476 million. Miami Heat, 2010. When he joined, they were $364 million. 2 titles left. 2 titles later. 4 finals appearances, double. $625 million. I think the most impressive is the Cavs in 2014. They were worth $550 million when he joined. When he left, they were worth $1.3 billion, up 1.52%. And then one of the best trades in a long time is the Los Angeles Lakers. 2018, he joins. They're worth $3.7 billion. He leaves. They're worth $10 billion. The Los Angeles Lakers. Can you imagine? Economic impact. This has 4,000 views 9 years ago. Deep poll. In under 1 minute, LeBron James' economic impact on Cleveland and Miami. This is the content we're here for.
As many Cleveland sports fans will remember, NBA superstar LeBron James took his talents to South Beach in 2010, only to return to Cleveland in 2014. In a new paper, Cleveland-born Danny Shoag and I look at what LeBron's moves between Miami and Cleveland meant for the economies of each city. We looked at the number of bars and restaurants within a mile of the American Airlines Arena in Miami and the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, and then compare years in which LeBron was present to years in which he was not. Now, when LeBron is around, there are 13% more bars and restaurants.
Dude, get this guy the fuck out. Gooning Turtle viral on Insta. Get him the fuck out, man. Get him the fuck out.
And they employ a little under 25% more people. To ensure that this is indeed a LeBron effect and not simply the result of citywide booms and busts, we check what happens farther out. Not much, it turns out. This confirms our suspicion that sports superstars can indeed have a noticeable economic impact, but that impact is very local. These effects are greater in Cleveland than they are in Miami, and that is a clear indication that LeBron should not have left in the first place.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that part, but the Lee economy, brother. The Lee economy. Okay, look at this. This is what I want to look at. Average ticket sales of Miami Heat games. LeBron James joins in 2010, leaves in 2014. Okay, the average ticket price the year before LeBron joins Miami Heat is $58.55. It's actually not that bad, but it's 2008, 2009, $58 for a ticket. The year, his last season in Miami, 2013, 2014, it's $78.3 per average ticket. 78, it's up like 50%. 2 years after he left, it's down to 76, and that's with inflation, everything going crazy. Here's another one. Average ticket price, Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron's last season, 2007, 2008. $56.1 per ticket to attend a Cavs game. $56. 2007, 2008. All the way back to 2013, brother. 6 years later, with NBA going up only, tickets going up only. Oh, it was last season's 09-10. My bad. Okay, my bad. You're right. It was 55.95. Next year, 52. Next year, 48. Next year, 47. Next year, 43. Next year, 43 as well. Down only with everything getting more expensive. Everything in the league gets more expensive. It's down only. And so now, LeBron James will be playing for the Philadelphia 76ers. And look, we were trying to get some stats on real estate, but the problem is real estate in Miami is just up only. We're trying to get some stats in LA, but LA real estate is just up only as well. And I don't really have a great answer for you other than maybe the Jersey Mike's IPO on what is the best way to go long Philadelphia 76ers. Like, I don't really want to buy real estate there, but LeBron is on Philly now, and I want upside in the team. What do I long? There's really no way to trade this. If it was the Braves, yeah, Comcast. Comcast owns the arena. They bought a minority stake as part of a broader partnership. Yeah. It's Comcast. This is the best way. Let's mark it, I guess, where LeBron joins and just see. It's the best way. Comcast Corporation. No, surely that was not the bottom. Here it is, July 24th. Are you fucking kidding me? It's the bottom? Really? No, it's like bottom tick. It's the bottom tick. 1 hour. Wow. It's basically the bottom tick. That is insane. It's up like 10% since LeBron joined Philly. That is absolutely, yeah, like they knew right before. Look, the tweet gets announced here. Dude. The tweet gets announced right here. This is an hour before. An hour before the tweet gets announced, it goes up 5% in a straight line. That is disgusting, dude. LeBron James to Philly. I wish we could long this. Lakers were worth $10 billion. Cavs worth 4.8. Miami Heat 5.7. I wish we could long this. I really wish we could long this. But that is insane. That is insane. Schmiko bottom. LeBron James. Comcast. Disgusting. I wish it was on HL. I really wish it was on HL. Wow. GG DNAP. We could have bought season tickets, I guess, but the economics behind those pretty kind of suck. Check my previous message, please. It's ripping. What's your previous message, brother? I went to LeBron's last game on Cleveland versus Warriors in 2018. Wow. Wow. That's a movie. Gooning Turtle. Wow. What is the Gooning Turtle, by the way? Gooning Turtle Instagram. I'm going to hide this just in case. Maybe he was onto something with that. Chat, what's the Gooning Turtle CA? Did we ban it for no reason? What was it called? Malcolm, you know what it is? It was like gotcha or something. It started with a G. I think it was gotcha. It's 2K market cap. What's it called? Yeah, the Gooning Turtle. Let me see. No, no. Can't find it. Plotty, is that right? Yes. Nice. 2.6K. Dude, 2.6K? Give me a... Yeah, get him out of here, bro. 2.6K? Are you insane? Are you fucking insane with that shit? God, man. He's the only holder. There's one holder. There's a single holder. That's disgusting. This is like looking at MJ's impact on Chicago and thinking his run with Washington was going to deliver the same results. Move is to fade Philly. Whoa. I don't hate that. All right, we're getting a little baby bounce, but it's an ugly day. Bitcoin 63.3. WA 16. Not bad. Difference is, yeah, MJ was ass by the time they shipped him off to Washington, man. TG, when are you gonna launch Lee Economy? Have you watched Air? Hot take, Air was ass. Hot take. It was. The shit was mid as fuck, bro. What about Hustle? What is Hustle? Oh my god, Hustle is unbelievable. One of the greatest movies ever made. Hustle is like one of the best movies of all time. Dude, one of the best movies ever. Yeah. That movie's unbelievable. The Spanish basketball movie? Juan Herman Gomez? All right. Well, look. Here's the deal, guys. I have a second stream today. I have a second stream in 5 hours and 15 minutes. Okay. I have a second stream in 5 hours and 15 minutes with Ansem. Okay. And it's kind of a scary. Yeah, we looked at this. It's brutal. I feel bad for this guy. I feel really bad for that guy. I invited him on the stream recently. He said he'd come back on and things got better. It did not get better. But 5 hours and 15 minutes. We have Ansem on the stream. It is, yeah, brutal day in the markets. Unironically, crypto does not look that bad, but it's a brutal day in the markets. And I don't know, for some reason, I feel like we've been here before. I feel like oddly comfortable in this spot. I think what I said yesterday is the same thing I'm going to say again today, is that no one has any idea what the future holds. Zero conviction, and they're trading LTF charts. I say LTF because I'm a trader, Chad, now. Low time frame charts. And so if you have any belief in what is going to happen from here, I think you're in a pretty good spot to slam it, ignore everybody, and do what you got to do. So I don't know. I'm holding my coins. I just really like Pump still. And I like the gotcha coin. So until further notice, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be live with Ansem at 4 p.m. EST, stream number 2. Yes or no on Kevin Zhu? Yes or no? 183 people, 183 responses. Yes or no on Kevin Zhu? No. Yes. No. Yes. Could be funny. Yes. 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 Nah, make him pay. That'd be hilarious. How much? Like, how much do you think he should pay for you to be like, fuck it? Watch him in Diamond Hands on Peacock. Is that real? 10K? Oof. Yes, it'll help you and your audience. See you in 5 hours, 13 minutes. I will catch you when I get you. I'll see you when I see you. Have a great rest of your day. I love you, motherfuckers.